here. Wanted to share with you that I have had some SheetLoad Fever. Halloween cards, September 2025 SheetLoad by Call Me Crafty Out. I'll make sure to link all that information below. But I picked up this Halloween paper pad at Michael's because I saw Alicia use it and I just had to have it. Perhaps you remember when I showed it in a previous haul video. But I went ahead and snagged a couple of these. I did use this paper here. It had the little ghosty and the cat. Let me see if I can get you a little peek. See, it's kind of big for my area, sorry. But I used that sheet as well as this one with all the bats. Really liked how those paired together, so let me show you how those came out, especially since that graveyard type scene. Again, using the September 2025 SheetLoad. Well, Alicia also provided, as being a member of her channel, so check that out, a printout of some cute trick-or-treat Halloween type sentiments. So I did use several of them on these cards. For instance, Trick or Treat, I had a stamp set that had these candies in them, and because that one paper was pretty plain, I didn't cut it into the triangles. I just cut it the square right in half to get two rectangles. So I thought that was kind of a fun twist. Here I did the triangles, but I stamped the ghosties on it, as since that pattern was very plain on some of them based on how I cut it down. Another candy, Trick or Treat. Both of those from Alicia's printout. That's a stamp and die I had in my set. Now this one, again, I did the rectangles on. In My Spooky Era is something Alicia came out with, so that was kind of a lot of fun too. These are stickers in my stash. Thanks, Des, for those. So I thought that saying just fit some little girls, and I thought that'd be a cute one to give to either like a bestie, or you never know who that could be for. Now, flipping the script a little, instead of using the bats in the background, I went ahead and then used the bats for the triangle pieces. Well, in this particular one, because the way the ghost was patterned on that paper, I just did the one corner. I saved the other corner for another card. These sentiments, I went ahead and shrunk down. Since it was a PDF file given, I was able to say print 2 to a page, and that made them about half the size. And I thought that really worked for what I needed. So I did that. I love that. But here's the other side where I just used the one, kind of cut in half, but then just used it to cover up part of it. The scene kind of continues if you were to put those together, but I think separate they look super cute, and you might not see that this was a tombstone. So at the end I did have one square of the bat paper left over, but I'm keeping that because you never know when I could use that for something. What's up, Boo, and happy Halloween, also part of that wonderful member printout. This one did cover up the moon just a smidge, but you know, I'm still happy with how it turned out. And then these were stickers, much like those little girls playing dress up for Halloween. These were some ghosties, and then, you know, look at that little bat's face. He's just so cute. So I thought that What's Up, Boo kind of went with that. So normally the sketch would call for about something like that, but I turned it sideways as well, much like on some of these. So sometimes you just let the paper speak to you and let that kind of determine how you want to cut that down, especially with this particular paper since it was large and there were clouds. And, well, clouds tend to go one way, but hey, they're Halloween cards, so clouds could probably go either which way you wanted. Oh, but I didn't stop here. That was just that paper pad. The fever hit me again. And this time I pulled out an oldie but goodie in my stash from Kingston Crafts. This has a Halloween and harvesty type feel to it. I mean, bones. You could use bones for dog cards too and still be okay. There's a lot of solid colors in here. I've used the pumpkins before in cards. I like the spider webs and always wanted to use this one. Found the perfect opportunity to do so. So some of the ones that I used were the witches' hats. And if you don't know about Kingston Crafts paper, one, pretty good quality on that cardstock. Love it. Larger pattern on the front, smaller pattern size on the back. You could use either direction, and I did. I paired, I think it was these two together. Those two. These two, no. Well, whatever I did, you will see. Now, fun, interesting thing that perhaps you're noting. These particular papers are 4 by 9. The current sheet load for September 2025 calls for 12 by 12 paper. I was still able to get the card front since it's 4 by 5 1/4, standard card front size for an A2 card. So I was able to get that, have some plenty left over, and was able to cut my square and still end up with a little bit of a scrap, but that's okay because I will save those scraps. So here are those cards. Now this one you may have seen. It showed up as a parameter for Roulette to be able to make a fun fold card. I do forget the rest of the parameters off the top of my head, but I will make sure to list them below. But this one, I added a cat. I don't believe that was the parameter for that week, but I still added one. So I did the orange stripes with the witches' hats. Oh, I believe this was also the week in which we needed the element of Maggie Smith, and I channeled her as Professor McGonagall in the Harry Potter movie. That's all coming back to me now. But a little wall safe, the picture behind a picture, if you will. Happy Meowoween. So that one was fun, kind of hung it like a picture. Now the opposite side, using what pattern here for the triangles in the back, flipped it. And as you can see, I did go for the larger scale on this one versus this one, but they both still work. Fun note, this, while a tag shape, this was some glitter that I sprinkled between 2 laminating sheets, ran that through the laminator to kind of encapsulate that in a little, and then die cut from there. Some parts I got a little extra glittery, so there wasn't enough of the adhesive to hold together, but a quick little thing of glue, I think I used Barely Arts, and that kept it together a little bit. So if you know someone that doesn't like glitter a whole lot, that might be a fun idea to use, but if they are glitter adverse, I'd still stick away from it. But hey, fun way to use some glitter. The black paper with the green, I thought a fun party vibe would be awesome. Doesn't necessarily have to be Halloween, but it could be. I think it'd be wonderful just for someone that maybe loves Alice in Wonderland, tea, maybe a combination of both, or just fun. This could also work for the spring. However, I flipped it with the green now in the background, used some of that glitter paper again, and used a oldie but goodie die set in my stash from Diamond Press for a haunted house. The glitter paper is more like the base of what the house would be, but I only wanted this top portion actually cut out of paper, so that's why I used the glitter there. But here for the booze, I mean, trick or treat right there. All right, the last set I used this. Finally got to use that spiderweb paper that I have been wanting to, with some of the big dots. A Lawn Fawn drink beverage. Eat, drink, and a bit scary. I believe that one is a Sassy's LLC. I'll make sure to link all that below. Same here with I'm Here for All the Booze. And Happy Halloween. This one, I believe, came from LV Handcrafted. I'll link you below of where you can get that on her site. She does do the sentiment printouts on that. in which to have gone with her postage printable. Well, I like the sentiments for Halloween, and so I snagged this one, and I thought, okay, I know I have the spider webs, and this is a bat, but just go with it. Just go with it. You never know. In the back, there's always spider webs, right? Now I will give a little side note that if the link I provide for LV Handcrafted, that particular one is the only one I have that is an affiliate link, so if you should buy something from there, I may get a small commission from that. There, that said, I thought the little gemmies in the center of the spider webs added some fun sparkle, but yet there's no spider on here. Maybe when I gift this card to someone, I'll put a spider on the inside. We'll see. But these 6 cards made with the Kingston Crafts papers, plus the additional cards that I made with the Crafty Owl. I think I dropped them. Hold on. Oh, I put them somewhere. Somewhere so special. They're off the side here. Made with this 8 set of cards, I made a total of 14 Halloween cards. That is a lot for me in one get-go. But you know what? I'll have some for this year, I'll have some for next year, and I'll be good to go. Well, thank you for coming by my channel today. If you have any questions, do let me know. And until the next one, have a great day. Bye.